I mean, does it bother you that people are beginning to, think differently about you because of your support for President Uhuru Kenyatta, who has been adjudged to be correct by some?
Which I find that very stupid, actually. I'm non-aligned and positively neutral, and anybody say, and those who are saying that is because as a lawyer I was instructed to appear for the Independent Electoral Commission. What is the role of a lawyer? The role of a lawyer is to urge a client's case. And those who think like that are simply people who are, let me say, stupid. Anybody who thinks that a lawyer representing a body is supporting anybody does not know what the role of a lawyer is. It's like saying that a doctor who is treating a patient with HIV/AIDS now supports AIDS. That is how absurd it is. And one of the things that I've learned over the years is once my conscience is free, and I think Winston Churchill said it very well, that if you turn to throw stones at every dog that barks at you, you'll never reach your destination. I'm not just about to turn and throw stones at every dog that barks. And this assumption in Africa that somebody has an opinion and therefore he wants you to follow that opinion is misguided. I have my own views about things and I have a professional duty to serve. And that is what I'll continue to do because I believe I'm right. And history, by God's grace, in the last 20 years that I've taken positions, have been vindicated. The position that I've taken by some divine direction, after a short time, I'm vindicated.
Let me ask this. What's the implication of the Supreme Court ruling against the elections in Kenya as far as judicial precedence is concerned?
I think, number one, I think that the majority judges got it wrong, knows that they were wrong. Why? When you are looking at an election and the expression of the will of the people, you ask yourself, where does the will of the people reside? It is in the vote. And if you doubt the vote, you count the votes. You don't ask whether the transmission of the results failed through an electronic process when you have been presented with the actual documents. This is without precedent in the world. And if you look at the minority ruling in that case, in a few years, the minority ruling, which even if you listened, was the more legally potent. So these judges who are in the majority were completely wrong. And they know it, I think, that they got the law wrong, they got the facts wrong, and it's now even emerging that their decision was based on fake forms, which must have been infiltrated by the petitioners. It is tragic. And this is one of the problems in Africa. And I see many people, particularly in the social media, which Africans are misusing very badly, that somebody is quick to send Twitter, somebody is quick to send a message on Instagram or Facebook. You ask them, have you ever read the judgment? No, I have not read the judgment. Then what are you tweeting about? What are you Facebooking about? Alexander Pope, the English philosopher, once said, a little modernity is a dangerous thing. Drink deep the western spring or taste not. Africans, one of the problems that we have, particularly the African intelligentsia, we have had given unto us a medium called the tweet. 9 out of 10 Africans are misusing that medium. We were given a medium called Facebook. 9 out of 10 times we are misusing the Facebook. We are given Instagram. 9 out of 10 we are misusing Instagram. Africans must begin to be responsible. And before you send that send button in all these new media that we are using, read it again and ask yourself whether 10 days from the day you press the send button, you'll be happy with what you said. Unfortunately, in this part of the world, we are misused. Look at how it was used to good effect during the Arab Spring. But when we are murdering each other, we don't use it. Instead, we recede into our primordial instincts, into our ethnic cocoons, and begin to speak in tongues that only destroy